gonna unmute everything this time so that they hear us from the beginning. Here we go, game number 2.
Damn it, David.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We are ready. It's Polarity versus Power Rangers. Power Rangers looked pretty solid in game number 1. They took it, and with that, the first point here in our opening match. Actually, 2 matches going on simultaneously as we get Europe underway for the middle of major qualifiers. We are currently locked in Group A, where these teams are also duking it out with Empire, probably the favorites in the slight margin, No Diggity, and Kaipi. 2 of them will advance.
And I believe...
So I'm LD, and he's Fog, and I have it together now, Giannis, I promise.
You sure?
Well, I'm showing the draft. Everything's unmuted. This is progress.
Alright, we're good.
We've got high standards here.
Okay, good. So, it does seem like... So, I'm just talking to myself. Anyway, what was being said before...
Did you realize that I wasn't worried? So I just gave this great speech, guys, about how like I had everything together, like unmuted the mics and the speaker, and XSplit, you know, I switched the draft. I had my shit together. It turns out I wasn't wearing my headset, but it's okay because Yanni's here also didn't notice. So I'm going to throw my co-caster under the bus. I'm going to say it's all his fault. Do not follow Falcode on Twitter because he is the reason why he didn't have sound at the start of this game. But okay, it's Polarity versus Power Rangers. Game 2, PR took Game 1 on the back of the Arise Magnus, the Magnus Doom duo.
Yep.
Let's try to pull it together here. Game 2, Polarity.
Oh, I'm crying a little bit.
Same. Jeez. Similar opening with the Enchantress first grab. And the Power Rangers will change it up by banning the Doom. I think last time PR also had first pick.
Yes.
And so not having first pick, they don't want to give it away.
Yeah, exactly. They banned the Doom. They don't want to... Obviously don't want to give it away, but they don't care about the Enchantress at all. And they go for a completely different type draft this time. They go for the Slaughter, which we've been seeing a lot more because of, I guess you could say, both MVP and because of, I think, EWOs. I think they were the first ones to run it.
Mm-hmm.
At least in the safe lane position, and it looks like a couple teams adopted that from them. But now Witch Doctor, no surprise there, to deal with the Enchantress, as well as just being a solid and safe support pick in general.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, it's great against the Enchantress, like you said, and I mean the physical damage synergy here is pretty enormous. So,
yeah.
Solid start for Power Rangers. Polarity. I wonder what they view as the problem. Well, apparently they want to be able to just take the team fights head on because they're going to grab the Void here. So this is a very significant departure in overall strategy from Game 1, where they went more for the lane control, for the early pressure, but grabbing the Void here, Giannis, this seems like a real flip to the script.
Yeah, they're trying to change up what happened. They don't want to be dealing with not having real team fight ultimates, not having an actual team fight lineup, just having to, you know,
we saw
try
that
to
in
win the
game
game.
1. The DK Phobos Void, Phase 2 bans, so they know if they don't pick it now, they're not getting it.
Yeah, definitely not trying to have a repeat of that last game.
Good thinking, anyway, but we'll see if it pans out. So, Power Rangers going to ban the Gyrocopter. A hero that can contest the Slardar bit, potentially in the lanes, and also just dumps damage into the Chronosphere. So, fairly straightforward ban out there.
5 seconds remaining.
What are you thinking, looking bigger picture at both lineups? Is there any hero in particular that jumps out to you?
Nothing like huge that jumps out to me. Just a little bit curious seeing them ban the Gyro, because I think a lot of teams actually like having the Slardar versus the Gyro, but that's when people were running the offlane Slardar into the Gyrocopter. So now maybe that kind of like alludes to them for sure putting this in the safe lane, but still I guess we could say too early to tell. But for Polarity, I'm not too sure. I don't really know them all that well, especially when they run the Void, because I don't think they pick it too often.
Yeah, I mean, it's a DK Phobos special, but it's not so much a go-to hero for them. It was not one of their most played heroes in the last patch. I mean, looking at Polarity heroes that they love to run, like they've run quite a bit of Zeus in the last patch, not very effective. And I mean, granted, there were some nerfs to magic damage in general in this patch, but the Chen's the big one. That's been banned out by them actually. And Power Rangers will remove the Clinks. I was actually thinking about Clinks, but I was actually thinking about it for Power Rangers.
Me too. Yeah.
Against the Enchantress. So here they can dump damage into the Chronosphere, though, so he does get banned.
But into a Slardar and a Witch Doctor.
10 seconds remaining.
That's curious. And this time it's
Radiant
Polarity who banned out the Brood. Last game we saw Phase 3 Brood ban. So worried about the just overrunning of the lanes here.
Wait, why is... that's interesting. Just seeing the
10
Brood bands coming
seconds
back again, huh?
Yeah, especially second phase this
5
time.
seconds remaining.
Neither team just wants to get cheese now.
Oh my
Team
Oh, look.
god, this is
More minus armor.
Alright, so let's do the math here already, just from abilities. So level 1 wave, you've already got 3. Level 1 amp. So already just with 1 point in those abilities, minus 13 armor instantly. Everyone will be negative.
Probably a
Early
Blightstone
10
on somebody
seconds
into a medallion on the probably
It
bench.
just gets excessive.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, alright, he's dead already.
Seconds
You've beaten him into a pulp. Leave the man alone.
Yeah, I really like this vengeful pick too though, because it gives you a little bit more
Reserve
lockdown, gives
time.
you good physical and everything. But then of course it does give you the swap out of the chrono if you do have somebody caught in a horrible position. It's going to give you.
Or the swap into a crush, for
Yeah.
example, or you know maybe a hex if they get a hero that has one or can build one, just for the instant pick off later on.
Yeah, just so much physical damage already. Just looks like they're going to be building into that. I'm wondering what Arise is going to play again, because, I mean, Mag is there. I don't know if they'll go for it again, but
It feels like Mag could get punished a lot more this game.
Yeah.
Like they've got tons of lockdown for him. The cask, the swap initiation. They've also got better vision.
oh, I
ready.
meant for PR. Oops.
Oh, for PR. Okay.
Yeah. I don't think that they will really with the Slardar, but it is, Arise.
Oh yeah. Well, you're talking about a rise, so
Yeah,
of
yeah.
course it would be for PR. But Polarity, this also a hero that can give the mag fits
Yeah.
essentially. in the
That's
puck.
a nice pick. It's very hard to get ganked. There's not really any real lockdown on Power Rangers just yet. They have lots of
10
stun, but they don't have any
seconds remaining.
instant disable like a Lion Hex or anything along those lines.
So the
5
big combo
seconds
towards the end
remaining.
of last patch, it was the Puck Spectre.
Puck Spectre. Yeah.
Do you think we're gonna see a Spectre this game?
Reserve
I don't know
time.
how much I really like it with the Void. Like Spectre Void kind of sounds a bit awkward.
Yeah, it definitely does. I mean, I'm even wondering if there's that slight chance of like a one position void. Do you think that's possible?
That could be definitely possible. They do like to change things up a bit with this with these guys as well. They do sometimes put, like we saw, a kind of farming offlaner, and maybe like move the rotate the supports around to try to give him that type of space. So it definitely is a possibility. They have options with their draft too. They still have the Enchantress. It doesn't have to be a support. It has been played more as a support, but
We will see. As PR, look for their let's see, their mid they'll still be needing. Something for a rise. You've mentioned the mag. Not sure if they want to commit that much to the
Yeah.
massive team fight, or if they're content with what they have.
yeah, I don't think that they probably want to do that. There's other heroes that he plays is
Dire team
okay, Night
pick.
Stalker. I was gonna actually say Dragon Knight. I thought was one of the bigger
Is
options.
this a carry Venge? Or do you think it's like a Midnight Stalker?
I think it might be a Midnight Stalker. And
Radiant team
that's
back.
a Polarity special. I didn't really think that they were gonna draft it with the Void, but this
But
is
no IO, which
Yeah.
is normally their preferred partner, of course.
Yeah,
Dire
exactly.
team
They
back.
usually do, but they do like the Chaos Knight, and we haven't seen it, come a little bit more into fruition with the new armlet buff and everything. So it's really interesting to see it. I think this hero is super legit. I love seeing it. I'm always happy to see Chaos Knight, especially with versus not too much AOE, but they do have to deal with
remaining.
Cask, and there's a lot of disabled for the illusions.
I mean, Armlet in a lot of ways is maybe
5
the
seconds
counter to the
remaining.
minus armor strat now with the
Yeah,
additional +5 armor.
that is a good point.
Reserve time.
They still have so much though. Like, I mean, you have to imagine this team will probably get a Blightstone, if not a full-out medallion, but it will go a long way, at least for the CK to stay alive. So yeah, very curious to see what Polarity ban here, how they think these lanes are going to shape up. They removed the Wind Ranger, so
Dire
they're
team
expecting a core Venge, I think, with the support Night Stalker Witch Doctor.
Yeah.
And that, I mean, if that is the case, what other cores could Arise be looking to play mid?
I was liking the Dragon Knight, but
10 seconds remaining.
not.
He's actually pretty good. Historically, Dragon Knight
5
doesn't do that
seconds
well against
remaining.
most range tiers, but Puck is one of the few that he can really crush in lane.
Yeah,
Used to be anyway.
he does. He can do really good in lane, and just
Reserved
overall,
time.
of course, having that type of stun for the Puck is incredible.
Disruptor.
So let's see what they opt to go for.
Radiant team
I mean,
pick.
Ember maybe comes to mind. And I don't know if that's something they would run, but it fits into the draft. Polarity perhaps anticipating something like that. Grab the Disruptor. Something that can really benefit from the minus
10
armor
seconds
would seem
remaining.
ideal.
Yeah, they've got options though, because they kind of have like this
5
this
seconds
lineup where you don't really
remaining.
know who's going where. Like Slaughter could be off lane, Slaughter could be safe lane, Night Stalker could be safe lane,
Reserve
Night
time.
Stalker
It
could
could
be
be
off
off
lane. Night
lane.
Stalker could be support.
could potentially maybe be mid. I don't know if we'll see that out of Arise, but it is something we've seen S4 do in the past for Alliance.
Sven stands ready.
And it is the
So they go
Sven.
for a Sven.
So
So it looks like a Night Stalker mid.
this is the Chaos Knight, you know, I'll put it in air quotes, counter, so to speak.
Yeah. So they're just
Good way to deal with them anyway.
good way to deal with the illusions, armor to stock up so that he doesn't just like one shot people later on. You have a hero that can stand toe to toe with him basically. And more stun. I like Power Rangers the way they think. Lots of disable,
Stuns
lots of
win
stun.
games.
Stuns wins games, and they have plenty
They
of it.
have a metric fuck ton of them.
Yeah.
You know, we were watching one of the earlier China qualifier games with Wagon. You know, I think he made a good point, which, you know, I've heard quite a few players mention on cast in the past, and I think it just bears repeating that there's something to be said for just having the easier to execute lineup. Like, sure, it's great if you can pull off this like beautiful ballet of super artistic plays and, you know, really dazzle the opposition. But sometimes, hey, if you could just crush them with brute force and easy execution, then
Prepare for battle.
why not? A win's a win.
Yeah.
And
I'm glad we were kind
having
of
5 stunners is a surefire way to get those good fights.
right about the way that they were going to do this. You know, the Night Stalker mid and the changing it up, putting a different safe laner, and then Slaughter off lane. It's a very interesting approach.
Yeah, let's see how it works out. So it does put Cheshire Cat in the off lane as the Slardar. And I mean, for me, the big thing I'm really curious about is Lil this game. Like, will he have a better start on the Enchantress? Because he farmed pretty well in the mid game, but it didn't really feel like an Enchantress game last time. It wasn't dominating the lanes, didn't find found the one tower kill top, but even that was a deny. It wasn't an explosive performance for a player who's had so many in the past.
Yeah, definitely looking to see what he chooses to do this game. I'm a bit concerned
30
for
seconds
Cheshire
to
Cat in this game. He did opt for the super armor build, so he has, what, 7 armor and a ton of regen, but CK Disruptor is a pretty lethal combo. So I want to see how well he does in getting experience in that top lane.
I mean, is there a different build he could have gone for that's less susceptible to that, or you just mean no matter what?
I mean no matter what. I think this is the best build he could have gone by far. He's probably going to be able to force experience in this lane with this.
The
Arise
battle
waiting out the rune
begins.
now, about to spawn bottom. So we'll grab himself the bounty, half an inch. Gonna take one as well. So Puck versus Night Stalker mid. I mean, this is a 5 armor hero with a stout shield. Not gonna be easy to harass. But Puck has gone null tally, has the fairy fire.
And he's got a lane ward. It's really going to do a lot for the Puck. He's able to harass the Night Stalker constantly, but it is a Night Stalker with a stout shield, so harassing him is kind of funny.
Yeah, we're gonna see Lil actually start off in the lane just for a moment. But now retreating back towards the woods, it looks like. So what's he gonna find first? Early Centaur Conqueror. And a pair of coursers here, which will immediately start killing off the babies. There's Cheshire Cat duking out a bit with the Disruptor Polarity up top. And meanwhile bottom, Phobos on the Void. Now Void against some lineups is virtually unkillable, but you are looking at Cask, Venge Stun, and Sven Stun. This is not going to be
Top
easy.
lane, Cheshire Cat.
That's going to leave a mark. Thunderstrike looks like just some simple harassment with a Chaos Bolt, and well, you were worried about him, but it didn't
Definitely
even
was
take
my
the Enchantress
concern.
gank.
Yeah, I was worried just about the dual lane, but I didn't think he would die at the level 1 like that. But I guess either way, he's hopefully gonna get a little bit of experience out of that death, just not overstepping his bounds. And now Lil seeing the opportunity, but it is under a ward.
Yeah, they'll back away for now, but Cheshire Cat is really struggling. And, well, Lil, as you mentioned, is scouted, but he moves aggressively now towards mid.
Do you see the
Figure out
pings
there's-
coming out?
He's gonna figure out there's a ward here fairly soon.
Yeah, this is not really a kill either. I mean, it's a 7 armor Night Stalker with a Fairy Fire as well. Very hard to kill him.
Uh-oh, Phobos. They're thinking about the stun combo here. But not quite enough damage. Big Num going to be securing the rune, so 2-minute Arcane rune for him bottom, a Bounty rune for Cheshire Cat top. And he'll need that experience because he is not getting much in the lane.
Yeah. Lil messing with him a bit, gets the stun.
Stomp Wars.
Trying to block him, but there's no way he kills him. He's just trying to be annoying as possible.
I mean, it's working pretty well here. Like, he is getting zoned way harder than DK Phobos, who actually is bullying J4 against the triple stun tri-lane. So, Void definitely having the better impact here early on. Cheshire Cat now. Oh, in trouble! The Shard Golem's coming out, double stun. Not quite enough to get in range for the Centaur, which would have been a kill. But it is heavy harassment, so already it just feels like Lil's having a much bigger impact.
Yeah, he is messing with him a lot though, like making him, like Cheshire Cat's making Lil stay there a lot. So Lil is only level 1 at this point, which kind of sucks for him, but he is really limiting the Slardar.
Yeah, like last game we saw maybe a tiny bit more farm on Enchantress, but the Lone Juror was still farming. This big camp was getting some experience out of the lane, was pulling the wave as you pointed out. We're not really seeing that this time around, just not a tool in the Slardar's kit. So it's Iron Talon jungle time.
Yeah,
Catch right up.
he's in desperation mode. He's got to do something to get levels, and thank God for this item.
Were you hoping for a heavy nerf in this patch?
No, I didn't think it was so ridiculous. I know people were complaining about it a lot at first, but you sacrifice things getting it. You know, you're locked into an Iron Talon once you have it. Not much you can really do about it.
In a way, I guess it kind of makes certain heroes viable that wouldn't be otherwise as well. Like, sort of the way like Bottle Crowing used to make some mids viable that, you know, like the Brewmasters or Dragon Knights of the world, who otherwise would never see much play back then.
Yeah.
So 4-minute rune spawns, and with that, the first nighttime. Aloha, says Arise. Where's he gonna go? Wants to creep on bottom lane. Let's see, does he have a point in the silence? He does. Phobos, an easy kill.
Oh, this is such an easy kill.
Oh, big Num to start. They actually stack the stuns, but there's the fear. Should be enough. Phobos hacked down. No escape. Great rotation by Horizon. Cheshire Cat trying to leech the experience mid. He's already level 4 off of this. The Iron Talon jungling is paying off along with taking over the lane. Does have to be careful about the puck, but Night Stalker actually coming back. They might be able to make a move on the puck. It'd be a bit risky. Yeah, he's Cheshire Cat just gonna go back. But they are punishing this nonetheless, as the top tower getting pushed. No catapults though. The timing's not right for that, so it's gonna be a slow push.
So now, Cheshire Cat's actually way leveling the Void. Mid lane, Aphrodite gets stunned up, gets silenced, but he's okay.
Actually, are they looking to turn this one? Got
Looks like they will.
Here, pulling J4 back in, App Ninja orbing forward, but J4's pretty tanky, and Arise is just charging in. Meanwhile, top lane, Cheshire Cat moving on to Pasha, does get the crush to start, maybe looking for the tower, deny. Oh, the Chaos Bolt, 2-second stun there, as they lob in the Maledict, but Pasha goes in and just shreds that Witch Doctor. Huge damage from the Chaos Knight. Will be enough to net the kill. So, you can already see the power of the CK in action.
Reality Rift, that damage is absurd. Nice heads-up play by Rise in the mid lane, though. He saw Aphrodite was popping a regen, and they were looking to re-go on the Venge, like you were saying, and he actually cancelled it. And the orb ended up missing as well because of the Void interruption. So Venge ends up living because of that small little play.
Good stuff there from PR overall.
Is this a Vanguard on CK that he's gonna get? Vanguards everywhere.
I mean, it's still not the best item on an illusion hero, right? So
Definitely not, but
could be the casual bit booster into Armlet, I still feel like. Maybe go back for the Heart later, which is your more classic CK build. We'll see. As they make the move on Arise, dropping the coil, pulling him with the Reality Rift, another quick kill. Polarity. A lot more momentum for them this game. 3-1, but they're converting these immediately into objectives here. Now working on the tower mid. They actually have access to Phantasm if they need it. They bottle up Mr. Pasha. Glyph gonna get forced out. But killing off the Night Stalker. It's wasting this precious nighttime. Not on the offense, but instead watching buildings fall, and oh, there's the Phantasm.
yeah, I guess he just wanted to be tanky. I was trying to think of a reason why he'd want that Vitality.
Stun on the J4. They're gonna pull him back in. Another grab from the Chaos Knight, who's just making it too damn easy. As we saw a great lane ward get dropped there to set that one up by the by the Disruptor. So Polarity firing on all cylinders here. Another kill, another tower.
Yeah.
Big objectives.
Great movement so far. Arise's rotation to bottom lane to gank the Void. Although he did get the kill, doesn't really seem to be paying off. Perhaps maybe he should have made the rotation top when his tower was going down with his Slardar and the Witch Doctor.
So we are gonna see goddamn go into the just like the pure carry Sven build. The Dominator, the max cleave, using God Strength here early to farm stacks. Is this the build you want to see this game? Are you at all worried about getting run over before your farm kicks in?
Nah, this is the build. This is always the build on Sven, right? I feel like you kind of need to, and he does go for the Vanguard.
Oh, smoke actually gets scouted out here.
They scanned that.
They scanned that smoke, yeah.
Pasha's gonna get the hell out. Oh, that was really nice. So looking and seeing the scan put to use, guys.
That's one of those like...
Aponinha gets bottom, gets a coil.
On the big num, and then the orb comes through. Quick kill. Polarity now looking for goddamn. They're gonna use the Satyr Tormentor, throwing out the nukes, but goddamn, pretty damn mobile there. And should be able to make it back. Ben stun lobbed in. Cheshire Cat even gonna rotate those Phobos.
Arise got glimpsed out though.
And looks like gank's over.
Yeah.
At least for now.
And Aponinha opted for a Veil Rush, so he has his Veil finished. He didn't go for the Blink first.
You know, we talked about this at Starladder a couple of times in the old patch. I don't think we actually saw the build there, but I know you were a pretty big advocate of it.
Yeah, I don't know.
At least in certain games.
I don't know how good it can be every game, but especially last patch, it was absurd. You got 18 ints, like it was 100% uptime. It was absurd how good the item was. Now I don't know if getting it first can really be too viable, but Aponinha is making it work so far.
So Polarity grabbed the tower, tier 1 down. And with that, wondering if they're thinking towards the rush. And it is actually the Vanguard, by the way. So you're right about that. Everybody's going this item now.
He's still got Killa as well.
I mean, it's not an obviously great Vanguard game in general. Like, there's no illusions here or mass summons, but...
It doesn't even give you, like, any armor or anything.
It's not that great on illusion heroes, aside from, I mean... I guess it just makes you a bit tankier, but...
But it's just not even that good versus minus armor. I mean, whatever. It gives him lots of...
It more speaks like their mentality. Like, they just want to fight. But you would think an Armlet could do the same.
I'm about to ask a really noob question. I'm going to check myself before I ask it. Because I'm the one who's supposed to actually know this. So now I'm wondering. How does Crimson Guard interact with Phantasm? If does his illusions get hit by the Crimson Guard block? Is that what he's trying to go for the Sven?
Well, I'm not 100% sure, but is it even then? Like, isn't it?
It's such a commitment to buy all that, but that does give you the armor.
Couldn't you just get an Armlet anyway, and they're like even tankier that way?
I just was curious. That was.
I wonder, like, even if it works on the illusions, what the math looks like, because Armlet gives you an insane amount of HP for your illusions already.
I'm sure we'll see him just go a Killa into Armlet, or maybe even just skip over the Armlet, which would be very intriguing.
I guess the big thing is the pace here for Polarity. Very up-tempo, very aggressive. Vanguard fits with that. Early Veil Rush.
DK Phobos.
Somewhat combines with that as they make their move on the Void mid lane. Malady comes out, crushes there. Can he get the backtrack off? The time walk barely coming through, whips the Chrono, trapping Appa Ninja out, but it's a celebratory Chrono. And he'll salve up and head back home.
Space. They get damage on top.
Imagine if he just walks away and doesn't even drop it. That's such a big win, but still Polarity very happy with that. Second, well, our Darkness gonna come out now from our eyes, but not really seeing an opening here. Meanwhile, goddamn, pushing out the wave bottom. As usual, we see the Windlace everywhere.
Casual Windlace on him.
Yeah, I guess it's a decent farming item just to move from camp to camp a little bit faster.
It's like I guess a stick replacement too. You're not really gonna get stick on Sven in the short lane, so I guess just get Windlace. Sure, why not? More movement speed. Not gonna get kited as hard. It's a new item. Might as well buy it, right? Buy new items because they're there.
There's definitely like that new item appeal. It's like when a hero finally gets released in Captain's mode, like it's automatically gonna see play, even if the hero is absolutely terrible. New hero gets dropped in the game, everyone picks him for at least a couple days, and then they all realize they can't play him. Then nobody picks him.
Yeah.
Kind of what happened with Earth Spirit for a while.
So let's. Alright, Pasha is building. Okay, so he did build up the Aquila and a wand. So he's, yeah, like we were saying, just early stats, early fighting, trying to just be that frontline tanky force. Looks like Polarity's looking to smoke. It is spotted though. That Radiant Hill Ward.
And Polarity moving slowly up the ramp. Are gonna try and make their way in. There was just a Radiant scan down in at the bottom rune. Didn't get anything there. Polarity's still hanging on to their scan.
Blew the Phantasm and the stun on the Night Stalker illusion.
They didn't even have Chrono there either, so
Dire's
it was a bit of a dice roll, but it looks like they may steal the Sven's Ancients, which somewhat pays for itself. Unless this happens. PR running up the ramp, trying to get in position. They are slithering the Slardar around from behind. Phobos, though, has the Chrono ready. Ancient's still alive, and they get there. They look for the potential swap. Not going to activate it, though. Just hanging on to it if the cast comes through. Not going to bounce. As your Chaos Knight looks to go back in, looking for Cheshire Cat, gets up the amp damage. Now the Lob pulls him back in, the waiting onto the CK, but the Death Lord's there for the high ground. Good coverage by Big Gnome until the Chrono from DK Phobos will cancel it, but that's the only hero who gets. Static Storm getting dropped, walking and rising position just for the moment. Cheshire Cat somehow surviving through all this. Now flips back the other direction, straight towards the puck. Is he going to make it out? Heads to the left, gets the crush up the hill, and away he goes. Cheshire Cat, you madman, is going to make it back to safety. Lil's just desperately trying to chase him. He gets juked. Now in danger, the F damage coming out. J4 managing to find a second kill. They're looking for Phobos too. Goddamn, cleaning up on the backlines. Cheshire Cat rushing forward onto Lil. He wants this pesky little Enchantress, and that crush is almost going to kill him with the minus armor. Oh, whips it. Never mind that. Back down in the river. Say goodbye to your Disruptor. Ends up being 3 heroes dead. Almost 4. How the hell did that Slardar live?
That fight was all over the place. You know how that Slardar lived? The new item.
Yep.
The raindrops actually saved him.
Raindrops saved him.
Yeah. I don't know if they exactly saved him. I think it was the addition of his Tranquil Boots and his stick, but they definitely made it, you know, they blocked. He was living at with 100 something HP, so it was pretty damn close. And now top lane, he looks he's getting gone on, but gets the crush off.
So Pasha is going to go back into the armlet now. It's, like you said, from here, very stock and standard CK, but big missed opportunity for Polarity. Who, more importantly even than the kills perhaps, did not manage to steal the Ancients. Just a couple.
That fight was just so weird, the way it was taken. Like, it was like kind of on the high ground and kind of on the low ground, and the coil catches 2 and the Disruptor ult catches 2, but they didn't have kinetic field up, which was used before, so it was like a bit of like miscommunication. I felt like a bit of like misuse of skills in that engagement. And probably attributing to that the puck went for the Veil instead of, the Blink Dagger, so he wasn't able to just get the perfect position for his silence and coil. It's a little bit of an awkward engagement.
So it sounds like damage block now also works on illusions, by the way. It may have been a new change. So damage block. Illusions now benefit from damage.
So it was this patch that changed it, right?
Patch.
Okay, I thought that I'd read something about that.
Still,
so
I wonder if that's even significantly better than an armlet.
Yeah.
The armlet also gives you way more damage.
I was quite sure that it didn't work, but then... Alright, so that's cool. I mean the Vanguard still affects his illusions then too. He doesn't need Crimson Guard.
Yeah, just damage block in general.
Yeah. So that's cool. That's a little cheeky little thing. Nice little change. Maybe we see
I guess it makes at a bare minimum just a casual stout shield pretty mandatory on any illusion hero.
Yeah. I like that. It's good to know. It's a nice little change that some people may have overlooked.
So thank you, helpful people in the chat. We do appreciate it as we try to wrap our minds around the new patch, just like you. And the players as well, like you said, it is experimentation. But
yeah, I wasn't too sure. I knew it didn't initially, but I thought maybe like the last patch or the patch before it had changed, so good thing we checked. Good thing we have people, you intelligent people in the chat.
Thank you, people.
Yep.
Smarty pants.
Yep.
No need to show off. Yeah, Polarity though, they're waiting for the puck blink at this point. Half Ninja is very close, 2100 gold or so about to grab it. We'll see Lil grabbing the Ogre Club again with the phase boots.
Got the armlet on the Sven.
But yeah, it's the blink on the puck, it's the armlet on the Sven. These are your mid-game timing items. And again, it's going to be PR with more of the late game oriented builds. You know, the Sven going for more of your traditional carry build as he stuns a pair of puck illusions here. We'll kill them off.
I'm very impressed with Cheshire Cat's recovery in this game. He had a kind of a rough laning game, like we were saying, and then now he's level 9 and he basically has his Blink Dagger. So doing a little bit better than the Void, I'd say.
There's the swap mid. They did manage to find Pasha. The stun follow-up, even with the Vanguard, the Death Ward's going in. It looks like ult might be enough to kill off. No, he turns. He's gonna pop the ultimate, goes right back in on the right. But goddamn his here, and he is pretty freaking angry as the Chronos dropped it. Traps Big Numb as well as goddamn Lil on the outside lane with the Imps. Great positioning there by the Void. DK Phobos showing why Void is one of his signature heroes. And now they turn on to goddamn. They want to finish him off. They will do so. Pasha low, but not dead yet. Blink on up. J4. No, they couldn't quite body block him. They at least clean up the Kazay, but it's going to cost him a 4th hero. J4 down. DK Phobos with the huge Chrono catching 2. Did trap a single teammate, but was absolutely fine through it. Big stuff. And now Power Rangers find themselves dropping 2,000 gold and Polarity pulling ahead.
Perfect time for Polarity to take the fight. Slardar had his Blink Dagger finished up at base, didn't have it for the engagement. Like you were saying, beautiful Chrono coming out from DK Phobos, but I think the kinetic field and disruptor ulti is what's, I think, ended up probably saving the Chaos Knight at first, and then that secondary Chrono almost saved him as well. But yeah, just really nice play overall from everyone on Polarity.
Now DK Phobos pushing out the bottom lane, so he did opt for the Vlads here. See your eyes working towards the Ags, but you know, after the laning stage, we saw that first good rotation from Arise. Do you feel like they're getting enough out of the mid-Night Stalker here? Or are you a bit concerned right now if you're the Power Rangers?
Definitely feeling a bit concerned just because of the Midnight Stalker. He's doing alright, like he's halfway to his eggs, like you were saying.
Oh, bottom lane. On the J4 they go. J4 though.
It's pretty
Trying to get
tanky.
the stun off there. Puck with a nice phase shift will make it out.
He's like
Now,
crazy tanky.
I'm just looking at goddamn, it goes right in on Pasha. This is a difficult hero to bring down. Is he really going to commit for it? They will go for the glimpse back and still the crush on Pasha. Well, heavy commitment there, but not able to even come close to killing the Cast Knight. Like you said, very tanky.
Yeah, crazy tanky. But yeah, I would say that they're a little worried just because the Night Stalker is not the most farm, but they have to be just really happy that the Slardar ended up able to even get a Blink Dagger in this game, especially like sub 20 minutes.
Now we still have to look for that potential combo from PR, like the crush and the Stormbolt with cleave, minus armor from the Wave of Terror, plus damage from the Vengeance Aura.
Yep.
These guys hit hard, even if there's a Crimson Guard later on. You know, even with the armlet already, that's a lot of damage. A lot of freaking damage. And the Death Ward as well from Big Numb, but
Oh, they've got scouted too.
But none of that matters if Phobos is there first. And first he is catching up Big Numb as well as the Rise moves onto them, but does get stunned, and then they try to turn it. Sven coming through, but doesn't actually have a whole lot of lockdown here. Pasha just man-fighting him, able to deal with the Sven's damage. He's forced to back away. Still 10 seconds off that God Strength.
J4 dies to the Ancient.
Good deny there by the Venge. And now, oh, Ninja just barely whipping the coil.
Nice blink by Chester Cat. This raindrop.
Fighty on a knife's edge.
Raindrop items actually didn't work. I keep seeing it absorbing like a ton of damage. It's kind of cool.
So Team Polarity now in a decent lead. 4,000 gold. Down on experience, but Roshan up and potentially theirs for the taking.
The thing that I like for Polarity at least as well is that they not only do they have the 3 cores farming, they have that little bit of late game in the Enchantress who's already got Dragonlance.
They are gonna smoke from long range. They come, they just scan, they got Pasha with it. And they are rushing towards him. A kill here, that could be a free rush for PR.
They're
But
just too late.
let's see if they can find the angle. Cheshire Cat squirming up the ramp. Worming his way around.
Polarity
Towards
scans
bottom.
as well.
The counter scan. This one an airball though. Do they try for the roach sneak? They're gonna stun immediately.
Oh,
on the way
immediately
there, but
scouted.
right as they walk in, Alpha Ninja there with the orb. It's so damn quick though. Alpha Ninja doesn't have a coil for 5 seconds. In 5 seconds, this roach might be dead. Is he gonna blink it? Is he gonna make the move for it? Orb forward. Roach low, about to drop. Jumps in. Alpha Ninja trying for the Aegis. He doesn't get it. He doesn't get the roach kill either. Now Big Daddy Spin coming in. Straight onto Pasha. 2 down. Aegis secured and PR rushing onto Pasha. Doesn't matter if you've got a Vanguard or an Armlet. It's a quick, clean triple kill as PR eviscerate Polarity. Looking for Lil now, goddamn, with the follow-up stun. The amp damage, so much physical burst. PR clean up 4. And it's up to Phobos to cut the wave and to wait for a rainy day.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Disaster in the pit.
I have to see something. I'm checking the combat. I want to see how hard that Sven just hit the puck.
Those 2-3 shots?
It was 1 hit. Oh no, it was 2 hits. 488 damage per hit.
Dire's middle tower has
Wow.
fallen.
Yeah, so 500 damage per hit basically from the Sven.
I mean, that was just an awkward. Like, they didn't want to fight right then. The coil was just about to cool down. The team wasn't really in position, but that roach just died so quickly, Honest. They didn't have a choice.
We're seeing the power.
The power.
The power of all the minus armor, but not even just that. J4's build is really what it's coming down to. He didn't just opt for Wave of Terror maxing. He did max his stun, but max Vengeance Aura.
Yeah, with the Sven especially, when it's based on your when you've got the God Strength and an Armlet, like you're hitting so hard already.
Yeah. This is actually a build that I've been trying a good amount with Venge lately too. It's I'm not even really maxing the stun, just kind of opting for just maxing the other two like right away. And now with the Tome of Knowledge, you're able to get your max Vengeance Aura and your max Wave of Terror so early. You're actually so strong. You're just so buff as this like this vengeful support who's running around with almost 2,000 like 1,500 HP, and you're just such a nuisance.
And that was a fight where Vision was, you know, reasonably equal, but now PR about to get
Oh,
the nice
Pasha
fucker
very out of position.
super far out bottom lane on a little farming mission all his own, and he is going to pay for it. Pulled back into the Sven stun. 4 heroes combined to slay the Chaos Knight. We are not seeing the full power of the hero now. Another death for him.
Way
3-4.
too far up. I don't really know why he was so far up. His team was even smoking. So you'd think he'd be putting himself in a more of a defensive situation.
Well, he pays the price.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I mean, at this point, it's starting to feel a little bit like game number 1. He's not sure if it's as extreme as far as late first early game, but as far as heroes go, but just the way PR itemized, where they actually have more of a hard carry build, goddamn playing the classic farming Sven, and like the question is, like, can Polarity just play from a deficit? Can they claw their way back in?
The thing that concerns me is that the Void's going for kind of like he's going for a carry build, which is great because they need a type more carry, but they're not gonna have an initiate now, and they already have Ags on Night Stalker. Puck gets a coil on Cheshire Cat, who's playing very aggressive.
Yeah, well, speaking of posting up a bit too far, he's way on his own, will get punished and brought down. Meanwhile, Phobos, scouted out by a fresh Ags from Arise. They're gonna look to set up on this one, I think.
It's only one little creep.
But there is a dire ward here, so don't think they'll be able to track him down.
Don't farm that Phobos. Don't farm it.
But he wants to.
Nice.
He wants that gold.
He knows. He knows better.
Yeah, he does have the ward. Still Arise runs in. It's like, yeah, I see you. I don't think Phobos will be too pleased about that, but now he does detect the Aghanims. He paints it out immediately. Pretty big win there. Knowing that there will be additional vision for the Morphin, the Mighty, the Power Rangers from here on out.
Yeah, I guess they kind of do need Phobos to just go for this build. I was thinking that maybe like a Blink might just be better just so he can get on top of the supports and make sure that they don't... And just like the like extra position and control for his puck to get a better coil, but I think he actually needs to go for damage in this game so that they don't just lack it later going on into the later stages of the game.
Marching down mid, Polarity start to congeal. But not sure if they really want to be taking any fights right now. Still that Age is up on Sven, and more importantly, BKB now complete. I mean, you've gone for a Veil Puck. You are pretty reliant on the magic damage here.
Aegis should be getting reclaimed any second now, though, within the next 20 or 30 seconds.
Goddamn is not afraid. Gets up the stun on Pasha, immediately goes to work on the Chaos Knight there. Has the BKB available. Backup's not coming in, though. They're busy dealing with Ninja on the backline. Still find him. Phobos holding the ultimate is going to find it, but goddamn, coming in. It's going to be like 2 swipes. A little would be down if he goes for him. Instead, he blinks back the other way, decapitates the Disruptor. A pretty cool juke there from goddamn, and now dealing fairly well with the Chaos Knight army. Does clean up these illusions. Vanguard or not going to matter. And there's a stun as well. Pasha locked down. That's going to be a third momentarily. Blink and hack, and down you go. And it's just Power Rangers time and again. This Sven, way too strong. They can't kill him. They can't ignore him. They pay the price. They'll lose Lil as well here. Another stun from goddamn Slow, but steady. Pokes him with the sword.
What happened to Apo?
Down.
Apo Ninja in this fight. I see where he is, like where he got caught out, but I don't even think it wasn't nighttime, so they didn't have vision with the Night Stalker.
They had like 3 heroes hiding here.
They just kind of got him off guard, or?
And the Sven was just hitting the tower. 2 like heroes TP'd in, so I guess he just got caught in his own.
Interesting. Yeah,
I did see them sitting very far back.
I thought that the fight was actually going to go decent because he was kind of like baiting the Sven.
Pop darkness right around that time?
No, they popped it after the fight.
Oh, okay.
And it was daytime, so I think he just got I think he may have just gotten caught by a stun, like a venge stun or something, or a slaughter blink. No, not. I really don't know.
He even has the Yules, so I mean, if he's quick enough, he should be able to dodge anything.
Yeah. So that was very costly for Polarity, and we're seeing the power of this Sven. So
he's still got the 9-second BKB here. You know, first charge of rousing success.
He's got pretty much more than free farm at this point on this Sven. Level 17. Yeah, huge.
How do they deal with him? Obviously, you cannot ignore this Sven. He just killed 3 heroes basically on his own.
They had to just kite him super hard. They're able to do that. They really are. As long as everybody's alive. Puck got 0 spells off in that last engagement, so that really sucked for them.
Now the double scan here. Polarity as well as Power Rangers both looking to scan out the Radiant Jungle, but Polarity are going to move past where the scan was dropped. Reaching deeper into the PR side of the map. They reveal Phobos bottom, but this is feeling a little obvious, I guess. Earlier they were able to catch the Chaos Knight here, but this time, nobody on the map.
PR can trade just fine.
Well, they'll trade faster,
The Sven kills the tower faster by himself than their whole enemy team.
Yeah, unless you're going to commit the Phantasm, and then you'll be in a lot of trouble to the high ground defense.
Yeah, he ate his Moon Shard, so he'd have a TP to go back, but it's actually on cooldown for 30 more seconds.
My god, 17k net worth already for goddamn. At this rate, he's gonna require more of a goddamn. Keeps this up. This guy is really out of control.
As soon as you said it, I don't know why. I kind of knew you were gonna continue with it, and you did.
You know, no half measures here, Giannis. This is not Manila slightly mad. This is Manila madness. So
full blown madness.
We're going full divide here. So too is our Sven.
Yeah. Arise picking up a blink. Cheshire Cat finishing up his BKB. Interesting though, we do see Cheshire Cat buy another raindrop for the Slardar. So I guess he really likes this item.
Yeah, actually replenishing it.
Yeah. Buys a whole nother one. So this is the second one. Void finishes up Manta, going for the Diffusal build, having some damage on him.
It's really interesting he buys it, because now he's even got a BKB. I'm not sure if he got it first or not, but...
Mana regen, right?
That's true. That's kind of an underrated aspect of the item.
Some mana regen blocks damage when you're sprinted. Maybe you'll survive because of it. But let's see. What can Polarity really do to stop the bleeding? I really don't know how they can fight as well. Again, it's horrible to say it, but if PR is just taking these Roshans like this for free, the Aegis advantage just makes it impossible for Polarity to fight. They're gonna just wait.
And then what do? Like they're not the best strat lineup. They don't have much wave clear. You don't want to commit Phantasm for split push. And then your only other option would seem to be to fight, but like you said, they can't.
Yeah.
They're kind of stuck.
Going for pickups versus the Night Stalker is also extremely hard because, yeah, jam Ags.
Well, they're going to find one here. Cheshire Cat pulled him by the Reality Rift, but a quick blink away. And while that was happening, easy tower grab for the Sven bottom.
Radiant's middle tower has
It
fallen.
just all feels too simple for the Rangers.
Yep. And you can see how scared Polarity even is too. They get that one tower, but as soon as they force any reaction, they just get the hell out of there.
Limping back to their side of the map, a bit defeated. And the tomes of experience are now coming out. I'm not sure experience is going to save them from this one. I mean, you're looking at a, I'll put it in quotes, support Venge, level 13.5.
Even the Witch Doctor, dude. He's got an Aghanims.
Level 11 on him as well.
Level 11 with Ags already.
This guy's doing more than cores on the enemy team.
Very scary for Polarity. They have to just push the lanes out as best as they can right now. But they're not really able to because it looks like PR is looking to force the issue with the Aegis.
And this is the time to do it. Yeah, you're up against the Chrono, but you've got that second life. You can just leave the Sven in front. And now, of course, an Aether Lens up on the bench, giving her even more range on the Nether Swap.
I love his build. He's got like the perfect bench build. You know, the Tried's Aether Lens Medallion, and he's got the Wind Blaze. It's just super ideal. Very good with their lineup.
Top tower
Yeah,
is
he can sit
under attack.
pretty much as far back as he pleases, and likely will do so. You've got to rise down the low ground, clearing out the wards. Goddamn up in front, smacking the creeps, and getting ready to poke his way up to high ground. Oh, half an inch. You will blast that wave out. Bottom is slowly pushing in as DK Phobos tries to prevent the inevitable rush down mid, and it seems that will be enough for now. Polarity
I'm surprised they were
able to
they even.
draw PR back. I thought PR would commit to that.
I didn't think that they would respond in that manner to the Void, but not looking to really rush it. They feel
goddamn,
feel
it's
pretty
5K
comfortable.
gold with
Yeah.
an Aegis. Maybe just feeling that they can get that next item first.
Roche was pretty recent though. Still got another what, 2 minutes on it, just about a little bit more. Just goes for the bots.
He's
very
already
early.
basically out of slots here.
Yeah, he's getting close to having no slots, and he already ate the Moon Shard.
So he'll get bots, he can get Satanic,
Bots, Satanic, and then either opt for what?
Daedalus, or MKB maybe.
Yeah, probably Daedalus or MKB. It's definitely too late for the Echo Saber at this point.
Have you seen much Echo? I don't know if I've seen one yet in an official.
Don't know if I've seen an official. I've seen it plenty in public games and stuff like the Svens, the Voids, the Slardars.
How
It's pretty interesting.
How strong do you think it is?
It's kind of like a replacement of an item, I guess. Like instead of like your drum or your, I don't know, maybe in some cases armlet, you go for the Echo Saber instead.
No Echo Sabers this game, but
Nope.
worth keeping an eye on for the future as the TP comes back. Goddamn. Is the man up in front? Imp's trying to bring him down. They would love to just pop this first life, save the Chrono for the second. They might be able to do so, but he turns around, goes for the Stormbolt. Good phase shift. The Half Ninja, now the crush onto 2, and they move in with the BKBs. Gets the bash on Half Ninja. The Aegis has been cracked already, though. Void, Chrono still online. This is very dangerous for PR, and they panic. Goddamn blinking, not even making it up the ridge. Just rushing away.
I like what Cheshire Cat did there, though. You know, the Aegis is popping on his teammate. He doesn't want them to get any opportunities of going on him afterwards, so he just kind of acts as a type of distraction. Doesn't die as BKB. He knows he's safe. As soon as he went in, he knows, you know, we don't have any backup for my go, so this is just kind of me saving my buddy.
So Phobos has gotten the defusal now. This used to be the old. Was it the old Complexity who would do this for TC? Like, God, like 2-3 years ago, or like
Ages ago.
Necrobook, defusal Manta.
Yeah, that was before the hero was what it is now.
Yeah, it was when Void was a carry, and
But now the change that they did do is that illusions burn more mana. That was the change that they did in the last patch as well. So this is a pretty interesting build because you do quite a lot more damage with it. And, you know, Diffusal's quite good versus Amp. And of course the Crippling
it
Fear,
feels
which
like
you
the
can
Void
remove.
is gonna have to be able to take over a bit. Like
Yeah.
we're not seeing Pasha doing that much damage at this point.
Yeah, he has multiple ways now to remove like Crippling Fear and stuff. So if he gets feared for himself, he can mant himself. If one of his buddies gets feared and can't get spells off, he can Diffusal them. It's a pretty interesting pickup. Definitely good.
Goddamn, with his Reaver lunging up top.
I really want Pasha to just turn his Aquila on. That's kind of getting to me. It's been off the whole game after he bought it.
How long has it been off?
It was
Literally since he bought.
Yeah, since he bought it, it's been off.
You're getting triggered.
It happens. Some people just, you kind of just forget about it. It's the least of the thing in your mind.
Your eyes are just gonna be like pulsing red with.
It's
like,
easy to look at that.
frustration.
It's easy to look at that when
It'll be
you're
that one
just
little
watching.
thing that just keeps you awake at night.
Yeah.
And we are awake at night here. Here we go. The nighttime has begun. Phobos. First
Void
man
getting
to get caught,
bursted.
Incinerated. Now Big Daddy's Finn in from behind. Coil, not very effective, at least as far as Goddamn's concerned. And he's going to chase on. Another third kill likely to come out momentarily. Blink up in 1 second. Arise is hunting him down. No way out for the Disruptor. Void's there. Sun will come through if needed. Not needed whatsoever. That's going to be a 500 plus damage swing from Goddamn. With the moon shards hacking away, grabbing the kills. More tomes of knowledge getting just spammed out. But these are celebratory tomes.
Yep. Satanic finished up now for Goddamn, and he can buy another item. What would you like to see? Daedalus probably, right? I guess he could go for the
Something more
AC.
fun.
The AC. I think he could just go. I think the AC is probably better. Because they don't really care for kills. It's base sieging at this point is probably their main priority. All right, you want something fun?
I want a Bloodthorn.
Bloodthorn?
I don't think that's a spin item.
Oh no.
Item's pretty interesting though.
Yeah. The new items are very cool. Oh, he went for heart instead of the Satanic. So he's gonna go for both. So he doesn't want
And
AC
they have
or anything.
And they have no percentage-based damage. Like there's no. So getting just ridiculous amounts of strength is so good this game.
He's gonna be pretty absurdly tanky. 4K
There's no-
health with the
there's
armlet
no
on.
Doom. There's no Phoenix.
How do they? Yeah, I don't think they can kill him.
And they have to kill him like through a vent swap, through a Witch Doctor heal. I mean, I say through as though like he's the one who might die. It's the other way around. Goddamn's ready to go again. And up in front, the Sven gets to work, blinks out, dodges the coil. That might just be the Rex. PR are gonna feel the confidence to move in now.
That's huge. Puck even expended his money on an Ag Scepter, so now they know.
1 minute with nothing. And goddamn, he knows it. Pasha just felt like a support. Moving on to the Disruptor. Great chrono, but where's the follow-up? Big Nom chilling on the other side of it. Lets the Death Ward go. It bounces in a rectangle of doom. Polarity simply can't stand against it. Phobos down. Arise just blinking towards the well. The Sven gets controlled a bit by the Yules. Goddamn still going, but he is getting a bit lower. The Cast with the buyback. Maybe can turn this one around. No, he still can't do it. Sven hanging on. Swinging at anything that dares move near him. Toggling that armlet for all he's worth. Goddamn will clean up. 3 dead. Buyback on the puck. They do maybe force them back. Now Zaffinich just searches for the opening, but goddamn, he fears nothing. Healing up at 203 HP a second with the armlet active. This man is Superman, and he's gonna show you now. 2 second stun. It ain't gonna matter. He won't kill them, but he will force them back. The Rex get dealt with. The puck just dancing around for whatever futile effort it's worth.
Polarity they expended all their ultimates too, and they still can't even fight versus PR.
I just can't believe how fast this Sven heals. This is obscene. Instantly up to full HP.
Heart, good item. That was a really good pickup by him. Like looking at their lineup, they actually cannot kill him if he has a heart, and now he's gonna have a Satanic on top of that in a second.
So we'll be seeing a roughly like 4,000 health Sven with 26 armor without the Warcry. So you're looking at 46 armor, 4,000 health.
4,000 plus, even more. Once he has a Satanic and the armlet on, it's gonna be even more than 4,000.
That's with the armlet off.
Yeah,
So it's like 4,400 or something.
yeah, it's gonna be even 4,500
What is your
HP.
effective physical HP at that point?
Probably close with the Warcry on.
That's like 7,000-8,000.
With the Warcry, probably like 7.5. Yeah.
Alright, goddamn already. I really want to do the math on this. Physical damage resistance 62%.
Yeah.
So you can already over double this, assuming there's no minus armor, and he's only taking physical damage.
It's like 8,000 or 9,000 effective health.
He's literally
It's
already
actually
boss.
absurd. Once he finishes the Satanic.
If you
of
kill
course.
this Sven, you should just instantly win the game. Like, you don't have to kill a Rax. Dota has dealt you a new secret objective.
He drops you all of his items, you know. Some fat loot.
He converts to your side.
Oh look, even without the Sven hitting the Roche, it's dying incredibly fast. And now the Sven jumps in there. 1, 2, 3. Smack, smack, smack. Aegis and Cheese, who's gonna pick it up? Arise picks up one of them, and Alright, Cheshire Cat's like...
I could grab this.
As Cheshire Cat's like, oh, my raindrop! No!
Infused with the the Roshan Pit's blessing now.
I thought you were gonna say the tears of polarity.
That would have been great. I'm not as clever as you at this hour.
Wow.
Someday. Here we go. Amp damage on Pasha turn. And now Lobster stun up, but goddamn gets in with the swing! Hero stun! Goddamn, man, that's just ugly. He's gonna find a fourth up with his head decapitated. They GG. They want Lil to live.
Rampage!
But Lil, run! Rampage is coming! He gets it too! Goddamn does it. Oh, I don't even know what they're saying in all chat, but I think it's something to the effect of my butt hurts in Russian, because that was ugly.
Yeah, 3-man stun on all 3 cores into 3 little chops, and
Spanked.
yeah, that's the story of the
Put
game.
out to pasture.
Wow.
Well, we've seen this Chaos Knight Sven matchup before, and obviously it is a 5v5 game,